So long as we remained quiet, the enemy didn't fire. But as soon as we tried to move forward, they would fire on us. Without warning, Murphy advanced alone to clear the way, ordering his 3rd platoon, the lead element of the advance, to take cover. Once Murphy's platoon took shelter, the rest of B Company followed suit and covered him as he moved forward. Carrying an M1 carbine and loaded down with grenades, Murphy advanced up the hill. I was alone now, and the Germans had discovered me, he wrote later. They laid a blistering crossfire directly over my head. I rolled into a ditch that ran parallel to a thick canebrake leading up the hill. German machine gun crew had waited in ambush until the Americans reached open ground. The gun was located beneath a cork tree 15 yards up the slope, with a swath cut to allow the weapon to cover the vineyard. 2 Germans with their heads barely visible were operating the gun. 3 other enemy soldiers, sprawled flat on the ground, were feeding the ammunition to the gunners and firing their rifles at the Americans. It was a formidable obstacle for the 15th Regiment. With the complete picture in mind, Murphy decided that the enemy machine gun had to be eliminated. He knew that it was impossible to knock the enemy position out of action without more firepower, so he proceeded back down the ditch to get it. As he rounded a slight bend, Murphy ran head-on into 2 Germans. Before the enemy realized what hit them, Murphy dropped them with his carbine. For an instant, they recoiled in surprise, recalled Murphy, and that was their mistake. My combat experience had taught me the value of split seconds. Near the edge of the forest, he encountered a group of Germans in a series of foxholes and outdueled them until his ammunition was exhausted. Murphy continued his withdrawal down the ditch in search of an automatic weapon to knock out the enemy. Machine gun. He finally located a light machine gun and commandeered it from a crew that was pinned down by enemy fire. No amount of arguing or cursing on my part could get them to stir from the spot, said Murphy. It was perhaps best that way. I reasoned that if one man could do the job, why risk more? He dragged the gun into the open field and placed it downhill, approximately 150 yards from the enemy's position. A seasoned veteran, Murphy realized he had the advantage. I was firing uphill and could lie flat upon the earth, but the Germans, in order to shoot down the slope at me, had to expose head and shoulders over the embankments fronting their foxholes. Raking the top of the enemy stronghold with machine gun fire, Murphy silenced the German positions, killing 1 or 2 in each of the several foxholes. As he continued to advance up the hill, another enemy machine gun opened on him. I hit the dirt, Murphy said, but couldn't locate the gunner. The fire, however, was coming from my left.